Hey guys, how's it going? I am coming to you from the garden. What a surprise. Today I'm working on setting these garden boxes, and I was just gonna kind of work on this. It's super windy today, so not a great day for filming. It's actually a little bit more work than I thought, so I thought I'd take you along on the process. First thing that I did with this box is I marked out on the corners where the corners of the box were gonna be. And now what I'm doing is I'm working on leveling the space that it's gonna go in the ground. And there's actually quite a bit more dirt here than I thought there was. Towards the top, I think I'm gonna end up dealing with like 3 or 4 inches of dirt. Not a ton, but definitely qualifies for needing a wheelbarrow to take it out and dump it in some holes in the pumpkin patch. So I don't have a wheelbarrow either, so I'm gonna go and run and actually grab a wheelbarrow because I know I'm gonna need one. So I'm gonna go get a wheelbarrow, and then the next thing that's gonna happen is we gotta put chicken wire up on this guy. So that's what's happening today. A couple other things too, but mostly this. Okay, so the wind hasn't gotten any better, but we did get a wheelbarrow. I have a brick in it because it's windy, and I'm not using it right now. That's not how I'm gonna store it. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that I can get back to the project now. I also got some chicken wire, so I'm gonna try and attach the chicken wire to the bottom of the boxes while I have them propped up, just to make that part easier. And then at some point, I'll buy some dirt and we'll be done. Just like that. Crazy. I'm gonna try and do this with as little wind as possible, but so far we've got one box set. So this is kind of what it looks like. So we just took the inside out, trimmed in the outsides here, and this is the low side. So you see the majority of the box here, and then as you go up, you can kind of see that the box is gonna get covered by a little bit of dirt on the sides, but I wanted the boxes to be level, so this is what we got. So out here in the pumpkin patch, I actually had some holes in the ground, and I'm just kind of filling these in with dirt first, and then I'll just kind of spread it out over the other areas. So that's what I'm doing with the excess dirt. I'm gonna prop this bed up now and run the chicken wire under it, set it down, and then pack in all the sides here, finish it off. I also think I'm just gonna mention it because it worked out really well, but if you guys have been watching my videos, you know that the distance between all these beds is really small. It's like 16 inches, just enough to kind of walk through, right? Not a lot of space, but I did make sure to leave a full pathway that's at least 30 inches wide that goes all the way back here to the table, just because I thought it would look pretty to kind of have a nice dedicated pathway all the way back to the table, but it fits the wheelbarrow. And I didn't plan for that, but it is super handy because now I'll be able to get a wheelbarrow all the way to every bed. Also, this wheelbarrow isn't great. Hopefully at some point I can get a better one. I just needed something to make this work. Yeah, it's very flimsy. It's all, this is all plastic, and like a lot of the connectors and stuff under here are plastic. So it's pretty flimsy, but it'll get the job done for a while. I'm gonna break this down just in case any of you guys are gonna try and do this. This is just how I do it. I don't know if this is the best way, but I've done it this way multiple times and I never have a problem with it. Chicken wire will break down over time. So it may have to be replaced, which can be a huge nightmare. So getting like a coated chicken wire or a heavier gauged wire to put under a box is a better idea, but it's also a lot more expensive. So if you're okay with it potentially rusting and breaking down over time, I'm tripping over shovels, then go with this. I designed my boxes to be 3 foot wide. So these boxes are all 3 foot wide, and this is 3 foot chicken wire. So by chance, because I just kind of roughly cut everything because I didn't need it to look pretty, I wanted it to be functional, this actually fit just inside, side to side. If this had been a 3 foot interior width, I would have been screwed. So keep that in mind when you guys are measuring out your boxes, the type of wire you're gonna put inside. So that's that. Otherwise, I just ran a straight line down as much as I could. This was the end, so it's all crinkled. Stapled it a whole bunch, and then I ran staples along the top. I figured out that the best way for this box to work was I would staple 1 and then skip 2 and staple 1, and that seems to keep it really nice and tight. So I need to add some staples down on that side just to tighten it up. But it looks nice and clean, it's nice and straight, and I don't have a lot of waste, which is the most important part, because this chicken wire is not cheap. So now I'm gonna cut this off, staple that, finish stapling that, and then drop the box, and this one will be done. I'm not completely done. I've got these 2 beds are done. This one I just finished, but I had to come on. I had to stop for a second because I'm done with chicken wire. This bed, I ran out. I bought a roll. I knew I was gonna run a little short, So I just got this one done. I hate working with chicken wire. Like, if there is one thing that I really do not like doing when it comes to these kinds of projects, it's messing with chicken wire. And this bed I had to do 3 rolls on because it's just like I was saying a second ago, it is just wider than 3 feet. So I had to go the opposite direction and overlap it. What a nightmare. But the chicken wire is all done. And these 3 beds are dug. This bed, I actually really don't need, it's already pretty level, but I want to dig it down like 1 inch all the way around and just make a flat pad so that it can sit slightly below the surface so that there's no weird gaps at the base of the bed. But then that's it. I just got to clean up the edges and I'm done. And I'm really excited because it is windy and cold. Like, my hands are really cold and I'm ready to go inside, but I want to finish this project. I think I can do it today. Okay, you guys, so we are pretty much done here. We've got everything in. I did go through and I set in the sides and I re-raked down this pathway. I did the same thing over here where I just kind of sloped and leveled and graded that pathway in, just because I think we're gonna get rain this week and I want everything to be I want everything to settle when it rains. And then we got this guy in right here too. This is gonna have this teepee trellis in here that I picked up from the garden center last week. Obviously I can't leave that in right now because there's nothing holding it down, so I'm gonna take that out. It's just there for looks right now, but check it out. I'm so excited. I'm cold, I'm over it. I hate chicken wire, but I'm excited that this is done because now the only thing that's holding me back, like, I can start planting as soon as there's dirt in here. Like, I don't have to have drip. I don't have to have anything else in place. I don't have to have my stake poles in for my tomato plants. I don't have to have any of that. I can just go in and start planting. All I have to do is get dirt. And really, realistically, I can pick that up at any time. Thank you guys for hanging out. This is really cool. Sorry about the audio on this video. The wind has been really crazy today, but I really wanted to get out here and get this worked on. What's funny, and actually one of the reasons why I picked this spot on the house to have this enclosed garden area is because check this out. So we have wind right now, right? This is the wind that's coming through right here. So all of this is gonna get torn up with wind, which is gonna be really tricky. But this area where the garden is completely protected. It's protected on 2 sides of the house, so it's gonna be really great as far as wind protection. See how much better that is already? I mean, there's almost no wind when you get back in here, so this is gonna be good. And the tomato plants are gonna go in this box right here, so they're gonna get a lot of protection from the wind, which is great, because I don't want them to snap. I think that might do it for this video. Tell me if you guys like these shorter videos where it's just kind of like 1 or 2 projects just thrown together. Let me know in the comments, because I could bundle things together, make a longer video, or I can just keep doing these short little ones. I personally like watching short videos, so that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, but let me know. The other thing that I've been really going back and forth on is what to do with the actual ground here and these pathways. I don't love the idea of keeping it dirt, although that would be the cheapest, easiest thing to do, but I think that it's just gonna get really muddy, and we have a lot of clay in our soil, so this is gonna be really sticky mud. But I don't really know if I can do just like a blanket of gravel out here because I don't really have borders. So if you guys have any ideas on what I could do for the ground here, we get a lot of wind, so I can't do anything like straw or loose that would just blow around. But if you guys have any ideas, let me know. We do have some grass through here, so I could try getting a lot of this rock out of here and putting some grass seed down, but that would require a lot of watering. So I don't know. I'm kind of throwing a couple things back and forth, but if you have any ideas, let me know in the comment section, because I would love to get some input. I really do not know what to do with the ground back here. All that aside, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I cannot believe that this project is coming together so fast. It's really been like 3 days. Yeah, I think this is day 3 of doing this project. The first day I harvested the lumber, the second day I built the boxes, the third day I set the boxes. So we're doing really good. 3 days for a whole garden bed system. Now all I gotta do is get dirt. We're rolling. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.